Welcome to the Overstock.com Coliseum, and again, weather causing problems tonight here in Oakland, but the tarp is being taken off the field. That is the good news, and we are going to play baseball, but it's just not going to start on time. So the A's and the Angels, game 2 of this series, it will get started in just a little bit. Welcome, everybody. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. So it was raining up until about a half hour ago, and then it stopped. So the A's are indeed taking the tarp off. And, Ray, it looks like 7:45 is the start time for tonight's game.
Unless those dark clouds high above.
They are hovering. Yes, they are.
Things. But as we saw last night, once the tarp came off and the game started, there was a lot of rain. But Tim McClellan was not going to ask Clay Wood to cover the field again because, unfortunately, the ground crew is not as big here as far as numbers as other parts of the country where it rains a lot. And unfortunately, when this tarp comes off, they roll it up, and I think it's pretty much going to be off for the rest of the night. So hopefully it does not rain. The A's can get this game in. The Angels will be leaving town after the game to go to Seattle, and the Twins will be in tomorrow night to play the Athletics. But there's no doubt, with all the rainouts around baseball, the A's would not like to see one here. They got lucky last Wednesday when they were down 7-0, and it rained out the game because Gio Gonzalez and the A's didn't lose that game. But at home, you just don't expect to see this amount of rain in California. Fortunately, last night's game was played, and let's hope that's the same tonight.
Indeed, back-to-back rain delays, but turned out well for the A's last night. And tonight, 7:45 is the scheduled first pitch. We'll come back to the Overstock.com Coliseum in just a moment as we get ready for the A's and the Angels.
Ball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by AT&T and by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Well, for the second straight night, we have a rain delay at the Overstock.com Coliseum, but the tarp is off the field, and we will play baseball. 7:45 is the scheduled first pitch. It'll be Tyler Chatwood for the Angels, Gio Gonzalez for the Athletics. So 7:45 first pitch. Right now, let's head back to the Sportsnet Central Studios. rivals. Ellis scored! Grand slam to win it! They have also been witness to many unpredictable wins.
Scudero gets the bunt down and is picked up, volleyed, recovered, thrown away. Here goes Swisher to third. Ron Washington's going to wave him. Swisher's coming to the plate. So is the throw. Swisher dives. The game is over. And the A's have won it 1-0.
Last night was another one for the A's as the A's won in walk-off style. He bounces that one. Charging is Kendrick. The throw home is wide. And the runner is safe. And that's the ball game. Can the A's continue to gain ground in the AL West? And who will be the hero tonight? Stay tuned. A's, Angels, next. Well, another rain delay, but we are going to play baseball tonight as we're going to start in just a couple of minutes. Gio Gonzalez will take the mound tonight for Game 2 of this short two-game series. So coming up, it's the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's right here on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. So another rain delay, but not quite as long as last night. So we're going to get this game underway. And Ray, last night, very exciting win for the A's, and it ended, of course, with the Mark Ellis Fielder's Choice RBI. But really the big hit, Derek Barton, ninth inning, and we're starting to see better swings from Barton.
You know, he did a great job last night, but if you go back to Sunday, he did this similar thing with Coco Crisp, getting an opportunity to steal a base, and then the base hit up the middle, drove in 2 runs. That made it a 1-run game. So the patience by Derek Barton allowing Coco Crisp to steal, and last night it was the same thing with Coco getting the base hit against Walden, and then it was the stolen base and the RBI single scoring Coco, the tying run, and of course the rest with the A's winning in the 10th inning. But, you know, we've always known that Derek Barton is patient, but also he's not afraid to get to 2 strikes, get a pitch that he can handle, which he did Sunday as well as last night. Both very big. Of course, last night helped the A's win the game.
Well, the Angels, of course, missing a couple of their big hitters, Wells, Morales, both on the disabled list, but is Turas, Ibar. But they're both having terrific seasons. They're very similar players, switch hitters, middle infielders, and they're both hitting well above 300.
And they're not as big as Trumbo, the big first baseman, but they can do the little things. They can also hit the home runs, but they're very, very fast. They take the extra bases. They're very good defensively up the middle. I mean, they just do so many things. And, of course, Mike Scioscia loves the style of play that they bring. And in Texas, there's a home run as Torres. You know, they just do so many things to help this ball club. And there's no doubt Mike Scioscia, who's managed now his 12th season, came over from the National League. You might say a little bit of a National League style of playing, winning the World Series in 2002. Not sitting back and waiting for home runs. They do have the power in the lineup, but he also does the little things, and that's what helps this ball club win. And those are 2 guys that really are right in the middle of the lineup.
So the A's are looking for more fun tonight. Of course, lots of heroes last night in the 5-4 10-inning win. A's will try to do it again tonight. Gio Gonzalez has finished the warm-up tosses. He's ready to go. We'll have lineups and first pitch in just a moment. Athletics taking the field, getting set for Game 2 of this 2-game series. A's and the Angels. Game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free. The boardwalk is kicking off summer this Saturday and Sunday. Cool 53 degrees. Winds 20 miles an hour. And indeed, no rain, please. It's rained pretty much all day. But right now, no rain right now, but dark clouds all around. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. So when was the last time there was back-to-back rain delays at the Coliseum? I got to believe it's been a long time. Here's the Angels starting lineup tonight. Eric Aybar, Bobby Abreu, Maicer Izturis. Then in the middle, it's Hunter, Kendrick Callaspo. Trumbo hits 7th. Mathis will catch tonight. Peter Borges is the center fielder.
Gio Gonzalez making his 8th start again. The last time he tried to make start number 8, it was rained out, fortunately, because he gave up 7 earned runs early, but it was washed out. Gio Gonzalez shut out by the Angels and Jared Weaver in Anaheim, his only start against Anaheim and the Angels of the season.
Willingham, Crisp, and DeJesus in the outfield for the A's tonight. Defensively, Kuzmanov, Pennington, Ellis, Barton on the infield, and Kurt Suzuki is behind the plate.
Gio Gonzalez, one thing that he has to do is throw strikes. He has had a couple of games in which he's been up in the walk totals. It's a good way to start with a good fastball inside part of the plate.
First pitch.
So Aybar, the switch hitter, steps in. Talked about Aybar in our open. He and Izturis, the third place hitter. Keep him off the bases, and that will help you a great deal.
Back-to-back 94-mile-an-hour fastballs from Gio. And back to the game in which he pitched in Anaheim against the Angels. Jared Weaver shut out the A's on the 25th of April. And Mike Scioscia the next day said, boys, you just beat one of the best pitchers in the American League, and Gio Gonzalez. Even though he lost, had a lot of great compliments from one of the best managers in the game.
One hop to Ellis, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, the Dodge Charger keys to the game for the winter storm in May. Still wet, but yeah, I have to be careful because it's still wet, especially in the outfield. Gio, yeah, he won the lottery for sure in that last one. Now he can just win when the game was washed out, and a short 2-game sweep would be very nice. Mark Ellis talking about the importance of last night's win, the way they came back, the A's did, to win the game, tying in the 9th, winning in the 10th. I must say, these gold jerseys look outstanding tonight on this cool but nice evening at the Coliseum. Kind of brings me back, takes me back to the good old days.
And it should. Bobby Abreu steps in. The White Sox just beat the Texas Rangers 4-3, a final in Chicago.
How'd they do that? They were trailing throughout the game, weren't they? Or were they ahead?
I'm not sure.
I thought they were down, but maybe they did have the lead.
Either way, it's a Rangers loss.
They were down by 3. Who was? The White Sox were down 3-0. Yeah, they came back and won. Yeah, I never thought you'd take you 10 minutes to figure out who was down 3-0, but thanks for the info.
Well, it's really 50-50. There's only 2 teams.
Oh, man. But you're right, Kipe. There are a lot of R's on that scoreboard.
It's like 4, huh? 4 rainouts tonight. Kuzmanov handles a tough hop.
You know what's great about
That's 2 outs.
Oh, Mark Ellis last night. This was the bases loaded. Actually, second and third with 5 infielders, and Kurt Suzuki going on contact. What a great slide getting around big Bobby Wilson as he jumped up to catch the ball. So 2 very good slides last night. DeJesus and Suzuki helped them win the game.
First pitch to Maicer Izturis is a strike. But I mentioned that Rangers score, Ray, because if the A's were to win tonight, they would be tied for first place with the Texas Rangers because they are 1 game out coming in, and now they're a half game out. So this is something to think about, even though it's just the 17th of May. But it's better than not being in first place, right?
You don't have to face that guy, Nolan Ryan. Gentleman wearing number 30 of the Hall of Famer Nolan Ryan Express.
fouled straight back. So right now, the Angels and the Rangers are tied, but you throw an A's win in there, and they'll be 22-20. Angels would be 22-21. So Mariners are underway at home against the Twins, trailing 2-0 in the third. So we'll keep our eye on that game as well. Mark Ellis behind the bag at second has to throw quickly, and they get Mycerius Turris. 3 ground ball outs for Gio Gonzalez. Bottom of the first coming up.
And third base, number 3, Mike Gallego.
No score as the Athletics get set to hit, and the Athletics lineup is this: Chris Martin Willingham, Matsui Suzuki, Jesus Ellis, Kuzmanov, and Pennington.
Tyler Chatwood on the mound for the Angels. His win against the A's was his first in Anaheim.
There you go for the
Chicago White Sox. Young man went 5 1/3 innings. 5 hits, 3 runs, 2-run home run by Connor Jackson. Briefly gave the A's a lead, but the Angels scored and won 8-3 in the second game of the series in Anaheim.
Kendrick Borges Hunter in the outfield for the Angels. Cayespo, Ibar, Izturis, Trumbo on the infield. Jeff Mathis is the catcher tonight.
Tyler Chatwood faced the A's 5 1/3 innings, 12 ground ball outs in the game, 2 in the air. So a lot of ground outs from this right-hander. Good sinking fastball, which helped against the A's in the ground ball outs. So sitting for the second time in the last couple of weeks.
He's a youngster, 21 years old. Second round pick in 2008 of the Angels. He's not a real big guy, just 6 foot, 185 pounds. Drive to left center. But Kendrick is over there, and that's out number 1.
I was thinking back to last night. Howie Kendrick played second base. He has played some first. He's playing left field with Vernon Wells on the disabled list. But in the 10th inning, when Mike Scioscia had Kendrick come in, here's a second baseman playing left field, and the ball by Ellis is hit to him. I just wonder if he had stretched out his arm to play the outfield, and the sort of the plate happened to be high. Kurt Suzuki going on contact and made a great slide around the tag by Bobby Wilson. But you'd think hitting the ball to a second baseman playing the outfield, but it's just such a quick play. Suzuki got a great jump, and of course going contact, and if you're the runner hoping it's a bad throw, and it was.
And I think, I don't know, more often than not, it is a bad throw because there's such a rush by the fielder.
Rush. And they don't have to.
Not necessarily, you're right.
If the catcher, I mean, the infield playing in, any ball that's hit any very hard at all, and it's right at the infielder, and the catcher has a chance to block the plate. So if he takes his time and makes a good throw, then that's. But this slide by David DeJesus to the back point of home plate. And then Kurt Suzuki going around Bobby Wilson, reaching back as Wilson came down with the tag, and he was safe. And Suzuki said, "Safe, let's go home. I want to see my daughter." That's what he said. He was out fast last night. He said, "Got to get home, see Malia."
But it was not a force out at home. It was a tag play. But you're right. A lot of times the infielder will really feel like I got to hurry, and they probably don't. Be better off trying to make a little bit of a more accurate throw.
Well, we saw earlier in the season when Cliff Pennington threw a sinker to Kurt Suzuki on a similar play. But again, I think a lot of times just slow everything down, give the catcher a chance to block home plate, make a good throw, and probably more times than not they're going to be out.
But you had to know, and Kendrick, it's the baseball guys, man. Move in, go play second base, and that's right where the ball was hit.
And oh, by the way, since you're playing the outfield now, stretch out that arm so you can make the play zone and throw home. So it is a different throw, but they wanted the natural infielder to come in from the outfield.
Willingham swings and misses, so on 3 pitches he strikes out. Both pitchers 3 up, 3 down innings in the first. Area fan. Go deep with Sportsnet Central. It's brought to you by Hyundai tonight at 10:30. And it's on our sister station, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Highlights from our game here. Get you ready for the Sharks and the Canucks Game 2 of the Western Conference Final Series. And the latest on the NFL lockout. Damon Andrews and Jamie Sire will host. No score, top of the second inning. A's and the Angels. A's winning last night 5-4 in 10 innings. A's with that 21-20 record. They're 10-10 at home, 11-10 on the road. Also 9-8 against the AL West this year. To Torrey Hunter is outside. Angels a couple games over 500. They have lost 4 out of their last 5. But playing well on the road, they're 13-10 on the road. Curveball, a line shot right into the glove of Derek Barton. So I said curveball, so why not look at the pitch grips of Gio Gonzalez? We'll start with the old two-seam fastball, Ray. Get a little more movement with the two-seamer, right?
Yeah, you put the index middle finger on the seams, throw the ball, and you're going to get the movement. There's a four-seam fastball, and That's going to be the straight variety. That's one he likes to throw inside of the right-handers, and we'll let you guess about the next two, or at least the next one, which is a pitch that he doesn't use a lot. And that's the cambio, the changeup.
He uses it about 5% of the time, right?
It's amazing how well you know that.
That was a fastball.
That was 94, and that was the four-seamer. Just rear back and throw it. Challenge. And Gio's doing a very good job in this first and now second inning establishing the number one pitch, the fastball. And Howie Kendrick almost spun himself into the ground and onto the ground.
He waves at that one, which was way out of the strike zone. So the count 1-2.
That was, if you're going to challenge me, then I'm going to gear it up a little bit extra and try to make contact. And up in the zone, it seems like it's about 104 instead of 94.
Curveball, that got a piece of Kurt Suzuki.
Torrey Hunter hit a curveball, line drive to Derek Barton. There's the right hand. Usually with 2 strikes, the catcher has the hand in front, or at least so he can block a ball that might be thrown in the dirt with 2 strikes. Try to keep the thumb in on underneath the 4 fingers and relax. So if the ball does hit, it doesn't hurt.
Chop toward Ellis, who charges, flips, and they get Kendrick for out number 2.
Circle change. You can see the index in the middle, or the thumb making the circle, and then the 3 fingers wrapped around the baseball. Great illustration of the circle change up thrown by Gio Gonzalez. And the curveball, where he has, see the fingers here, how they're on the seam, and just hit it here, the thumb underneath, and let it go. And so you're using the seam, and that's why pitchers like to look at a baseball, feel the seam, and if it's raised, you talk about a curveball.
Or maybe rub the cowhide a little
right.
bit and try to raise the seam, which you'll see a pitcher do.
But those flat seams, pitchers don't like it. That's when they usually throw the ball back.
Ellis is busy, and that will do it. 6 up, 6 down. 5 ground ball outs for Gio Gonzalez. Bottom of the second coming up.
Are back. How about tomorrow night? Every Wednesday this season, you can get a Plaza Level, Plaza Outfield, or Plaza Reserve ticket for just $2. Take advantage of this offer during some of the biggest matchups of the year. The Rangers, the Angels, the Yankees, the Twins tomorrow night, and more. Get tickets for all BART $2 Wednesdays at the Coliseum box office by phone 877-493-BALL. And order online, visit OaklandAthletics.com. BART $2 Wednesdays tomorrow night. Minnesota Twins coming down from Seattle after their game, which is away.
Yeah, 2-0 Twins. top of 4. Felix Hernandez is pitching that game for the Mariners. Lariano for the Twins. Twins have lost 9 in a row.
Win tonight, Twins.
Yeah, we don't want them to be carrying a losing streak. So the Twins will come here, and these Angels will go to Seattle after the game. Interesting road trip for the Angels with the 2-2. They'll head home after that. Matsui grounds out as Churras takes care of it.
Well, unfortunately, we were talking over the weekend about the great Hall of Famer Harmon Killebrew. Cancer and hospice care, and sad to learn that today he did pass away.
The catcher.
The great one, Harmon Killebrew, that stance, the swing, just a classic home run swing, and a gentleman, a true gentleman, a great player, but a very humble player, person, but a true gentleman. Sadly, 74, he passed away today, and it's just sad for baseball that such a great person has passed away.
Read a couple stories about Harmon Killebrew. Target Field, they lifted up home plate and they put a picture of Killebrew under home plate, and then they put it back down, and it's going to stay there the whole year. But I also saw a note, Ray, I don't know if you saw this or not, but Harmon Killebrew in the decade of the 60s hit more home runs than any other player in baseball. Think about the 60s.
Yeah, I can believe it. Yeah.
I mean, you just start naming names, you know. Hank Aaron.
Sure.
As Churras charges, and he's got it. And that is out number 2.
Well, I still say at the old Met where he played in Minneapolis, where the Mall of America is right now. But boy, the number 3 retired, of course, in Minnesota. Look at that swing. I mean, he just crushed it.
Number 12.
And that was the old Met. Played third base, then moved to first base. But that swing, very short swing, and yeah, he knew it was gone. But I remember running stairs at the old Met. And again, if you ever been to Minneapolis Mall of America, home plate from the Met is right in the middle of Mall of America, because that's where the mall was built, or is built, where the old Met Stadium and the Vikings and the Twins played. But it was a double deck in left field, and I used to run
football,
for football, and I used to run the stairs, try to stay in shape, and I would go sit in the seats.
Yeah.
Where they painted the seats in the upper deck where Killebrew hit shots, and I almost needed binoculars to see home plate. And I called some of those, called pitches where he hit them that far.
Well, they think he hit a couple over 500 feet.
There's no doubt.
They were never officially measured on it. I remember going to the Met as a kid, and the left field, double deck. It looked like it was literally for football, but the second deck, forget it.
Exactly.
Going to get a ball up there? No way.
And it wasn't front row, first row. It was halfway up. And you'd go in there and play, and you'd look up and see those colored seats. What is that? And that's where the killer hit him. But more than anything, he was broadcasting with Bill King on TV, the A's in '82, and just a true gentleman. I know the Twins fans lost Kirby Puckett at a very young age, and at 74, Harmon Killebrew has passed away.
But I was just amazed when I read that stat.
Batting 7.
That is, if you really think about it, so many great players during that time.
I mean, Mays, McCovey with the Giants, but Frank Robinson, Ernie Banks, Billy Williams, all those guys were right in the middle of their careers in the 60s. And none of them hit more from 60 to 69 than Harmon Killebrew. First pitch to Mark Ellis. You know what, Russ? I know you would too, like to send our best to Paul Splittorff, who he's got oral cancer. And I talked to Paul when we were just in Kansas City. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met. Of course, a great pitcher in the 70s. I know you faced him probably many times. He's dealing with some health issues, and we certainly hope and wish Paul best of luck. Down the left field line, near the foul pole, and off the wall. It bounces away from Kendrick. They're going to wave home to Jesus. The throw to the plate is wide, and the A's lead 1-0. Ellis, the RBI double.
Oh, I thought he's going to get his first one. What a great swing by Mark Ellis, who had the game-winning not a hit, but hit the ball last night. The winning run, scored 3 hits on Sunday. This fastball just rolled right into his wheelhouse, and he crushed it. And you had to be hoping, get it up, but maybe the heavy air kept it in just below the top of the fence, top of the wall, and it bounced away just enough from Howie Kendrick to the left of the 330 sign. Really a lot of topspin on it. That right there enabled Mike Gallego to send David DeJesus with 2 outs on the move after a 2-out 4-pitch walk. Mark Ellis drives home the first run tonight after getting the RBI. Won the game last night.
First pitch to Kuzminov. He had a good swing and a breaking ball and fouls him back. So Ellis with his 8th RBI of the year.
I think he thought he got enough, but too much topspin kept it in the park. But DeJesus running all the way. Didn't have to go to the Patman slide, just a feet first pop-up slide, but made it safely with Kevin Kuzminov telling him to slide.
So a 2-out walk.
Yeah, I feel some of that side-to-side wind coming in. Huh?
There's a base hit down the right field line. The A's are going to get a second run as it goes all the way to the wall. Ellis scores, and Kuzminov has an RBI double.
Yeah, you like that Kuz sound right there. That's great. Hello, Raymond. Back-to-back doubles after the 2-out walk, and Kevin Kuzminov with a fastball up in the zone, taking it perfectly to right field. And Torrey Hunter, the 9-time Gold Glove, now playing right field. That ball, once you scoot on him and get past him, Mark Ellis is going to score easily with the double to right field. Kevin Kuzminov at second base.
Well, the good news is the A's have grabbed the 2-0 lead. The bad news is it's starting to drizzle. And there's very dark clouds all around us.
Back-to-back starts by Gio Gonzalez. Last start, he gave up 7. Tonight, he's getting some offensive support.
You should know it's going to even out somewhere.
Return those lottery tickets.
Yeah. This is kind of like a heavy mist right now.
You know what it really looks like? You ever been to Arizona in the summertime where you go to a restaurant and they have the misters?
That's exactly
what it is.
Except when they turn the misters on in Arizona, you're happy about it. We're not happy about the misters being on here. Changeup drops in for a strike to Cliff Pennington.
Mark Ellis, very, very good swing. And a fastball in, and it's just a matter of reacting on a pitch that is running in on it. Mistake thrown by Chatwood.
Pennington, 240 with 3 homers and 14 runs batted in. That pitch outside, 3-1. So the inning started with Matsui grounding out to second, and then Kurt Suzuki grounding out to second. And a walk, a double, and another double, and the A's have scored twice. Outside, and there's a walk.
Scioscia, Mike Butcher, the pitching coach, to right, his left.
Number 4, Coco Chris.
Come on, Raymond, you got to turn around, get some airtime. And you're standing there. Raymond is unbelievable.
He's a rock star.
Just ask him.
Here's Coco Crisp, who hit a fly ball to left field in the first inning. Nice block by Mathis. So Chatwood is all over the place right now.
Angels carrying 3 catchers. We saw Bobby Wilson last night doing a great job blocking balls in the dirt, and Jeff Mathis also very good. And when the captain, Jason Varitek, who's been around a long time, talks about Jeff Mathis and how well he moves behind the plate and the job he does, that's saying a lot.
Base hit center field. Kuzminov rounds third. He will come in to score, and it's 3-0 Athletics, all with 2 outs.
Well, Kevin Kuzminoff with an opposite field hit. And for Coco Crisp, same thing, staying back, taking the ball back up the middle, a little bit to the left center side, just past the shortstop, not even a diving effort, no chance to get to it. And even for Peter Borges, watch Coco Crisp running to first base, watch the batting gloves. I guess they interfere with his running. As he's running to first base, he has to unsnap the batting gloves.
Yes.
Just, he is a talented individual.
See the rain right there. And when you look up at the light towers, it's just sheets of rain kind of blowing through. Curveball to Barton is a strike. 0-1. Barton grounded out to second base in the first inning.
We talked in Arlington last Wednesday about you don't even want to think about trying to hurry up. You know, just play the game. And if it rains, it rains. Otherwise, just keep playing the game at its normal speed. Anything you try to hurry to do, it never happens in it.
But you made an interesting point. You know, I think you're right. But the tarp here at the Coliseum, you're saying they put it away, and it looks like the umpires will not ask them to drag it out again.
Yeah, and maybe Clay Wood has said it, and it's really nothing against Clay Wood.
No, certainly not. It's nothing to do with that. But yeah, it is. It's a 5 or 6 man ground crew.
I mean, they'll pull. There's Clay, and he knows what's happening. He doesn't have to look up and feel the rain. And the computer showing the Doppler radar behind him. Now this almost looks like fog now.
Yeah.
And that's why they may try to stall a little bit. Or
fans are starting to head upstairs as the shortstop Ibar has it. He throws out Barton. But a good inning for the Athletics. They score 3 times, and it all comes with 2 outs. So we're headed to the 3rd inning. It's 3-0 Athletics. California.com for wall-to-wall coverage of the Sharks, and you won't find that anywhere else. After each period, log on to CSNCalifornia.com for Sharks intermission reports and keep it streaming for Sharks Playoff Central immediately after the game. CSNCalifornia.com is your interactive home for Sharks hockey all season long. So game 2 will be tomorrow night, the Sharks and the Vancouver Canucks.
Rain can't make up its mind.
No, it actually, when we went to break, it stopped for about a minute. Now it's coming down pretty heavy again.
And I think, really, never talked to umpires about this, but you'd have to think they know that an official game is 4.5 innings if the home team is leading, 5 if the visiting team is. But at least at that point, if it becomes an official game and it does rain a lot, at least they know it's an official game. I mean, not that they wouldn't want to complete the game and they'll make every effort, but the problem in Texas, it just never stopped.
Yeah, there's nothing they could do.
And plus, it was in the 4th inning. Tarps are getting very nice bath. So the Seagulls,
we're looking for the positives.
The Seagulls that showed up on Sunday that might created a mess have been taken care of with this rain for the last 2 days. Tommy Adams with a great shot of the Seagulls perched high above Coliseum.
Swing and a miss by Mark Trumbo. First strikeout for Gio Gonzalez.
Well, the excellent curveball, and Gio hung a couple. One to Torrey Hunter, but this was a sharp breaking one down and in, and Trumbo swinging over the top. And
Number 5.
Mike Scioscia talking about some of his young, aggressive players, and Borges, Trumbo, and a couple of the guys that are young. We saw Borges last night swinging a high fastball that could not catch up to from Brett Anderson.
Fastball for a strike to Jeff Mathis.
The curveball, we showed the grip, and watch Gio just turn and throw it hard. And see out in front is the hitter Trumbo.
Mathis now behind in the count 0-2. Charges it and then throws in time to get Mathis. So 2 away here in the top of the 3rd.
Batting in the 9th position, center fielder, number 25.
And that'll bring up Peter Borges.
See Cliff Pennington, very good hands, charged the ball, but you could tell with the rain hitting the grass that anytime the ball hits the grass for an infielder to have to throw the ball, even worse if it gets on the dirt, now mud, you have to make sure you have a decent enough grip to be able to make the throw. And it looked like as he was running towards first base, he was adjusting the grip on the baseball. But he's good, as is his double play partner, Mark Ellis. Tonight, the ground ball outs working well for Gio Gonzalez. He has 6. Watch Cliff catch the ball and sit. Now, watch him kind of adjust right there to make sure before he throws the ball. He's got the 4-seam grip. We talked about pitchers using the 4-seam. Infielders all want to use a 4-seam. That straightens the ball to the first baseman. Outfielders the same way. You get a better throw if it's a 4-seam. You don't want to throw a sinker to one of the bases or to the plate.
Pretty good pitch there by Gio Gonzalez. Took a little off, maybe a changeup, and the count 1-2 to Borges. Saw the note on Borges, 0 for his last 17 and 1 for his last 23. So the young man struggling at the plate right now. Lays off the high fastball, 2-2.
Gio threw the previous pitch at 87, which is a changeup for him. It's about 7-mile-an-hour difference from his fastball. For Gio, because he throws so hard, he doesn't need the full 10 to 12 miles per hour differential.
And Suzuki grabs it out of the air, but it's called a foul ball by Marvin Hudson.
Might hit behind the plate. And Suzuki trying to get it in fair territory. When he start to spin backwards, he tried to get it before it spun too far.
Swing and a miss, struck him out with the breaking ball. 9 up, 9 down by Gio Gonzalez. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray question, you can log on to csncalifornia.com to post your question. Steve from Rodeo asks, how do players determine what cleats to wear? Does it depend on the position they play?
Well, it's not like football where you can get longer cleats if it's a wet turf. Cleats are basically the same. Some are plastic. I don't know if they have steel cleats anymore. But I know, talking to Michael Wirtz, who came in to the game last night, unfortunately he had his first tough outing, but the conditions were horrible. And he said see there are the cleats, and I can't tell, those almost look steel. But look at the mud, caked. So you get no traction with that kind of mud on the shoes. But Michael was talking about the moisture absorbent, the white that they put down on the field. And he said that's great, but it cakes underneath the shoes, and it's kind of hydroplaning. Now, you see, these are the plastic cleats there. The others is probably steel.
Willingham has a base hit to lead off the bottom of the third. Fourth hit for the A's against Tyler Chatwood.
93-mile-an-hour fastball, and
number 55, Hideki.
Judge with a very good swing. Rolling the ball on top of the ball and right through it into left field.
So here's Matsui. Matsui grounded out to second in the second. Lays off the high fastball. Matsui was 1 for 5 last night. Got 4 hits in his last 26 at-bats. This one skied to right, but playable. As Torrey Hunter has it, and that's out number 1. So Kurt Suzuki will hit.
Now batting, the catcher.
4 rainouts today.
Kurt Suzuki.
In the American League, Toronto, Detroit at Detroit rained out. Baltimore, Boston at Fenway rained out. Over in the National League, Pittsburgh at Washington rained out, and Florida at the Mets. So as the postponements continue to add up, it's like we're going to see some double headers as we move on to the later part of the season. I guess you try to make them up right away, but some, I mean, you're talking, what's the number now, BI? 27, 28?
30.
30 rainouts. Okay, so 30 rainouts already this year.
26 through Sunday, and then the 4 today. And
so you're going to see some doubleheaders.
Yeah, well, in Boston, you're going to see a day-night doubleheader. Because they're selling out every game, and they can do that.
Suzuki got a breaking ball. He rips it to left field for a hit.
And a very good swing by Kurt Suzuki on the breaking ball. Not a real sharp curveball thrown by Chatwood, but Suzuki stayed back. Excellent swing, and maybe the A's hitters are starting to put it together, and maybe last night was the beginning.
So 2 on, 1 out for DeJesus.
DeJesus might feel right at home. Kansas City, played there for a long time where it rained a lot.
But did it again. It stopped for about 5 minutes, and now it's coming down very hard again. Outside, 2-0. That umbrella, a little small. Almost looks like a child's umbrella.
He's got all the
He's got the slicker, yeah.
He's got the rain gear on. And
what he ought to do is probably just give it to the young lady. She's got it covered. Big old A's umbrella. You're not in Anaheim anymore.
I'll hold the umbrella, you eat.
Base hit left field. Willingham will be held as the throw comes in, and Kendrick does the right thing, hits the cutoff man, but 3 hits in the inning, and the A's have the bases loaded.
Well, Mike Gallego's trying to send Willingham, but it was really based on the ball hit in the grass, but it was hit too hard by DeJesus, and he's waving him, but then quickly, hold up, please, and this is tough to do, to stop with the wet grass. And you got Ibar, the shortstop, coming in behind in case the ball is cut.
Trevor Bell starts to loosen up.
Didn't they make a song about never rains in California?
Yeah, they did.
At least,
and they were very wrong.
But at least not in May.
No. May 17th.
We know in the offseason, definitely with the winter months, it rains. It should have been done by now.
Here's Ellis. And the first pitch, breaking ball, drops in for a strike to Ellis, who doubled home a run in the second inning.
What do they say? April showers bring May flowers.
Ellis, that's going to get through in the left field, the base hit. 1 run scores. 2 runs are going to score. Mark Ellis comes through again. So it's 5-0 Athletics.
Mark Ellis, just like Kurt Suzuki, the curveball stayed on it. Mark got the fastball. Look at where the shortstop Ibar is playing. Nice diving effort. Could not come up with it this time, though, with the ground ball. And Kurt Suzuki, ultra swing. Mark Ellis will like this when Adam Roden pulls it up. A nice swing, head down. So 3 hits Sunday, a couple of hits tonight. Got to be over the Mendoza line. Gio Gonzalez gave up 7. And Arlington got rained out, washed out. Mark Ellis. Willingham easily scoring. Right behind him is Kurt Suzuki. No slide necessary. Angels are hoping exactly what the A's were hoping Wednesday in Texas.
Angels might start doing a rain dance in the dugout.
Yeah, they might start complaining if the pitcher starts to slip a little bit. And that's the danger. Once they get through the inning, I'm sure Clay Wood will bring out some moisture absorbent.
Two runs, 4 hits here in the bottom of the 3rd. Ball is loose out right field. Torrey Hunter flips it into the seats. Kuzmanov, an RBI double in the 2nd. Hits this one toward 3rd, scoots under the glove of Callaspo, and another run's going to come in to score. DeJesus crosses home plate. 6-0 Athletics. I think the weather may have had a little bit to do with that one. It's going to be an error on Callaspo. So no RBI for.
That's a double play. That's going to be a double play if he catches the ball. Scoots under his glove. He went down. The ball stayed down. As he brought the glove up, thinking his ball was going to be in the glove right there, it stayed down, just nicked off his glove. And so instead of a double play, a run scores, the inning continues.
So we got a pitching change. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Xfinity, TV, phone, and internet. Reinvented. And by Chevrolet. Go to ChevyBaseball.com to support youth baseball and help make a moment kids will never forget.
Tyler Chatwood, a very tough outing. 2 1/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. Both the runners on base are his. So Trevor Bell is the new pitcher. Going to face Pennington. 3 runs in here in the third after 3 in the second. First pitch, Pennington, a good swing, fouls it out.
We've seen Trevor Bell before. It was last year, but this year the bullpen of the Angels just trying to find a way to put it all together. Took advantage of setup man and actually closer in Walden and one of the setup guys, and Fernando Rodney. He was running last night. Socha with 1,000 plus wins.
Pennington hits one high to right field and deep. Torrey Hunter's back. He's near the wall, turns around, makes the catch. So that is out number 2 as Ellis heads to third. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, and that'll bring up Coco Crisp. It's always good when you're the leadoff man and you've batted 3 times in the first 3 innings.
He's on pace to bat 8 times tonight. That's assuming the A's have the lead through 9 or through 8.
Slaps one to left center field, and that's going to get down for another hit. 1 run scores. Kuzmanov is being held at third. It's an RBI double for Coco Crisp, and it's 7-0.
One thing we know, Coco Crisp usually does not wait around a long time. He has 2 home runs. One of those is a leadoff first pitch. And This one, first pitch from Trevor Bell. This ball carried a lot farther than what it looked when it left his bat. Of course, he's thinking too. Even with Kevin Kuzminoff going to third. Like that. Sees it all.
First pitch to Derek Barton is high. Second and third. 4 runs have scored here in the third.
Some scouting reports say, we'll swing at so many first pitches. Coco Crisp, if you throw the ball and it's the first pitch, he will swing, regardless of the type of pitch. Like the aggressiveness.
There's a strike to Barton, who has grounded out twice. Once to second and once to short. Five hits in the inning by the Athletics. Not a whole lot of cheap ones either. So now 3-1 to Derek Barton.
Trevor Bell's a long man. Getting out of the bullpen. This guy's the bottom of the batting order, doing a good job. This was single to double, driven in 3.
Shallow left field. Kendrick now goes back, fighting a little bit. He's got it. Side retired. Big inning for the A's. 4 runs on 5 hits. There was an error, and the A's take a 7-0 lead into the 4th inning. Gio Gonzalez was drafted 38th overall in the 2004 draft by the White Sox. Who did the A's draft with the 24th pick that year?
Make your Memorial Day weekend against the Angels a jumbo weekend. Friday, May 27th through Sunday, May 29th. You can get field level tickets that includes $10 of added value right in your tickets barcode. The added value can be used for food or merchandise during that day's game. Buy online with coupon code JUMBO. So visit OaklandAthletics.com/jumbo weekend. Jumbo. Down in Disneyland, they have Dumbo.
Yep. Yes, they do.
We got Jumbo.
as of right now, the rain is it's kind of stopped. How about that? It's one of those nights.
Gio Gonzalez, 9 up, 9 down. 9 batters, 8 pitch strikes. 8 first pitch strikes, that is. Curveball working, good fastball, a couple of change-ups.
Top of the order for the Angels, Eric Aybar. Aybar grounded out to Mark Ellis to lead off the game. Shoots that one to Barton, who stays down on it, and that's out number 1. Seventh ground ball out by Gio Gonzalez.
Number 53.
And a couple of strikeouts, and the other out was a line drive by Torrey Hunter into the glove of Derek Barton. So he has retired 10 in a row. Bobby Abreu grounded out to Kuzminov in the first inning. Interesting note on Bobby Abreu: last year played in over 150 games for the 13th consecutive season. That's pretty remarkable. Now, if he does it this year, it'll be a Major League Baseball record. He is tied with Willie Mays for the most consecutive seasons of playing 150 or more games.
And it says something about his endurance, his ability to stay healthy.
Yeah.
As a DH most of this season, probably should be able to play at least that, if not more. Been a very productive hitter throughout his great Major League career. Looking at Mickey Hatcher, the 12th year hitting coach under Mike Scioscia with the Angels. That's a no chance there.
Fastball 95 right on the outside corner.
That's an emergency swing. I hope I make contact, but I don't think I have too much of a chance. Perfectly thrown to the outside part of the plate, just flailed at by Bobby. And didn't come close. But Mickey brought up a very good point, talking about the veterans, especially Abreu and Torrey Hunter, Vernon Wells, that how much they help the kids, the young guys, what to look for in certain situations. Abreu went back and told him, he said, Gio's got a good fastball tonight. That's what you look for. Turn it up a notch or two and try to hit it.
2-0 to Maicias Turres, who grounded out to Ellis to end the first inning. Fastball right there in the outside corner.
Gio's done a very good job tonight of almost stopping at the top of the mound, pausing, and then once he heads to the plate, everything Max going towards the plate. I'm sure Max, his father, is watching down in Hialeah, Florida. I don't know if we get a chance to see the back of Gio's shoes, but he's got 47 Hialeah on the back of his cleats. Tommy Hansen might be able to zoom in on back part of the shoe. Proud of where he grew up. That's the 47. Of course, he has the pant legs down over the Hialeah part, but believe me, it's there.
Three-two pitch is inside to his Turris, so he'll take the walk. That's the first base runner for the Angels. Torrey Hunter will hit with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 48, Torrey Hunter.
Torrey Hunter hit a line drive to Barton in the second inning. Just 5 hits in his last 32 at-bats for Torrey Hunter. It's a strike. So Gio gets ahead with the fastball. Well, you can do a lot of later on in the count if you get 0-1 with a well-placed fastball. And another one. Same spot. Same miles per hour. And it's a strike. 0-2.
What's even special about these fastballs to the outside part of the plate. Kurt Suzuki setting up a little bit inside, but Gio's nailing the outside part of the plate. And that's where he's had trouble throwing strikes consistently. And many of his walks have occurred because of the missing the outside part of the plate.
It's blocked by Suzuki. Asturias thought about going, but down 7-0. Does the right thing and stays at first.
Zook's going to win a Gold Glove before his career is over. Maybe multiples. Mike Scioscia, former catcher, sees the technique, the block, the quickness in which Suzuki gets up in case the runner tries to take off.
Hunter checks his swing in the very high fastball to even the count at 2-2. Twins leading the Mariners 2-1, top of the 7th inning at Safeco Field. And that one missed somewhere, I don't know where. Marvin Hudson did not think it was a strike.
What's Tommy Cam say? Here we are. He moved back to Torrey Hunter, but Marvin Hudson, like Tim McClellan last night, looking right down the chute of the inside part of the plate over the left shoulder of the catcher.
Jam shot, blooped foul down the right field line. "52 pitches for Gio. We're here in the 4th inning. Another foul ball with the runner moving. So it has stopped raining for the time being, which is nice. "3-2 pitch, another foul ball.
Always tempting to think about throwing a curveball. 7-0 lead. You just challenge a good fastball hitter in Torrey Hunter. Because he's setting fastball, if you even thought about a curveball, if it's, as long as it's close to being a strike.
Runner goes again, and another foul ball. Hunter keeps chasing that high fastball. He's probably not going to be able to catch up with it.
10th pitch coming up. He will not get dinner in Francesco's. No invites to the visitors.
Bounces this one to Pennington. Handles a tough hop. Throws low. Barton digs it outside, retired. So 2-out walk, nothing else. So no hits against Gonzalez through 4 innings. A's lead 7-0. the fourth inning.
Left fielder, number 16, Josh Willingham.
Had to be brother and sister. Had to be. So the A's with 3 in the second and 4 in the third. They knocked out Tyler Chatwood in the third inning. So Trevor Bell is in the game, and he's looking to eat up some innings for Mike Scioscia with his team trailing 7-0.
Probably not like Ben Mazzaro last night, Kansas City.
That one's drilled to left field, but Kendrick's going to get back there. Makes the catch right near the warning track for out number 1. Here's our true story brought to you by McDonald's. May 17th, 1941, the city of Philadelphia and the state of Pennsylvania declare a legal holiday to honor the A's manager, Connie Mack Day at Shibe Park. Connie Mack, of course, has the record for wins as a Major League manager, Ray, 3,731. But he also has the record for losses, 3,948 losses.
He managed for 49, 50 years.
He was well under 500. My goodness. That's a lot of losses, along with a lot of wins. But you're right. You managed that long?
Couldn't fire himself. And you know what? Cliff Clavin was around that time. He wouldn't have to clean his suit because he never wore a uniform.
Nope.
Came out in his suit and top hat, and Art Howell looked exactly like him, whatever he managed here.
Matsui finds the left field line. Matsui digging for 2, and he's going to have a double. So Connie Mack, winningest manager in Major League Baseball history, and he always wore the suit. So he was not going out on the field to make pitching changes because you can't do it. He didn't have a uniform. Showing the boys how to do it.
Yeah. That's great.
Once the story goes that he actually had, his son was on his coaching staff, and he'd send his son out there to make the pitching changes. Dad said you got to come out because you're not throwing very well anymore.
What if he had a deal with a clothing store? Again, provided all those suits.
He did.
Connie Mack's suit brought to you by.
Kurt Suzuki had a base hit in the third, scored a run. He's 1 for 2. Fastball inside. Kurt's average up over 250, 256. Jam there on the fastball from Bell. Suzuki was 1 for 4 last night. And of course scored the winning run. He scored that winning run at the bottom of the 10th inning without a hit. Matsui with his lead, not being held at second base. There's a liner fair into the right field corner. And the A's are going to get another run as Matsui trots home. And Kurt Suzuki has an RBI double. Boy, the bats are alive tonight.
Well, the high fastball. Kurt Suzuki pulled a curveball to left field. Just very smart, very good hitting, going to the opposite field with a high fastball. Perfectly execution. It's just Don't even want to think about trying to pull a pitch outside like that.
So the A's with 5 doubles tonight, and we're only in the 4th inning. So 8-0. De Jesus walk, single, 2-run score. It's only the 4th inning, and every A has a hit except for Barton and Pennington. And Pennington reached on a walk. Ibar on the backhand, straightens up, throws, and a nice play by Eric Ibar. So that's out number 2 with Suzuki staying at second base. Mark Ellis will hit.
Muddy conditions. That's a very good play by Ibar. Shortstop showing off his strong arm, going to his right, planting a little bit, and a very strong, accurate throw to get the speed into Jesus. Ultra Mo. And he didn't slip once he planted the right foot to throw and get enough on his throw.
So 2 outs for Ellis, who's had a big night. Ellis single, double, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored.
Mark Ellis hitting .206. He's over the Mendoza line.
Curve stays high, so 2-0. So your next milestone would be get to 250, and then you'll probably settle in right around your career batting average.
Only have 120 games to go.
That one very close and just foul.
Joe Perry has to be happy. Team in double figures again tonight. Seventh time this month he is double figures and hits.
Long look by Belt. Shakes a couple times. Now he's ready. Suzuki the runner at second. Bounce toward Ibar. And that will do it. A's get a run on a couple of doubles. So we're going to the 5th inning. It's the A's with an 8-0 lead over the Angels. easy trivia answer. Gio Gonzalez was drafted 38th overall in 2004 by the White Sox. Who did the A's pick with the 24th pick that year? It was Landon Powell out of the University of South Carolina. Landon just trying to stay warm. And if you have to shoot back to the clubhouse, that's okay. Athletics 8 and the Angels nothing, top of the 5th inning. First pitch to Howie Kendrick is outside. Kendrick, Callaspo, Trumbo.
Like that. Don't have to worry about any long flies. One ball in the air. And I think the biggest thing tonight for Gio facing the right-handers, how many foul balls the section to our right behind the first base dugout have received tonight, because the right-handers have not gotten around on Gio's 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
Curveball stays outside to Kendrick, who grounded out to Ellis in the 2nd inning. A walk and 3 strikeouts for Gonzalez, and that walk is the only base runner for the Angels through the first 4 innings. And that one's going to get through for a base hit. And that's the first hit. So the Angels are in the hit column, and that'll bring up Callaspo.
Well, the fans appreciative of the effort by Gio Gonzalez. And Kendrick, good opposite field hitter, fastball on the inside part of the plate, able to pull it from the left center.
Alberto Callaspo.
So Gonzalez, just for the 2nd time tonight, will pitch from the stretch. Callaspo, 2nd deck foul. Callaspo having a good year for the Angels. Came over last year from the Kansas City Royals. July 22nd, so not right up against the trade deadline, but about a week before.
And the Angels did that because Brandon Wood, who was basically given the job, played third base, not do a very good job. Was ultimately designated this year and picked up by the Pirates.
Callaspo ended up playing in 58 games with the Angels last year. A lot of people thought the Angels would sign Adrian Beltre. They did not. Beltre, of course, signed with Texas. And Callaspo, the third base job. Hitting .313 on the year. He lines that one to Ellis, who grabs it, fires back to first. Double play. Two outs.
Now the quick hands of Mark Ellis. And Howie Kendrick, well, you're down by 8 runs, and line drive, you got to stop much quicker than what he did. And this base umpire, Ted Barrett, making the call on the quick throw by Mark Ellis. Nice stretch and getting out of the way was Derek Barton. That was close.
Trumbo waves at a breaking ball. It was an odd slide by Kendrick, too. He could have hurt his ankle.
He was safe, too. I might tell Mike Scioscia, would you please go in and look at the video and see that I was safe, but he called me out. It was a bad move. But
Trumbo struck out swinging in the 3rd. He has looked overmatched on breaking balls, and I think he's going to get one here.
And he got a hard curveball from Gio's first at bat on a similar count, 1-2. The hard curveball down and in. He flailed at it, missed it.
There you go. Yes, he did. And that's a strikeout.
Ted Bear likes that right arm today.
Strikeout number 4, and Gio Gonzalez gives up his first hit, but nothing else. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 8-0 Athletics. Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Cache Creek's Heat Wave giveaway with cash prizes, match play, and more every day. Visit CacheCreek.com for details. 8-0. The A's over the Angels, bottom of the 5th inning, trying to sweep this 2-game series. Kuzmanov, Pennington, and Coco Crisp for the Athletics. Trevor Bell has gone an inning and 2/3 so far. Jets ahead of Kuzmanov on 2. Twins still leading the Mariners 2-1. That game in the bottom of the 8th inning. Twins will be here tomorrow. It'll be a night game tomorrow and then a day game on Thursday. And then the A's will go across the bay to play the Giants over the weekend. And then on to Anaheim Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 4-game series against these Angels.
It's amazing in a period of about, 3 weeks, seeing the Angels 9 times. Lost 2 or 3 down there, trying to win 2 here, and then 4 more, and then seeing them again late. Actually here right after the All-Star break in July and then the end of the season, home and away.
And of course, the A's in that stretch of 20 games in 20 days. And Ray, the Angels are in a stretch as well. Same thing, 20 games in 20 days. This is game 5 of that stretch, so they're just starting out. Didn't miss by much, but Kuzmanov works it full.
Well, this is an official game.
Ibar, who's been busy, charges, flips it across. Kuzmanov's out. So that's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. So the 2-game series against the Twins, Pavano and McCarthy tomorrow night. And then the day game will be Nick Blackburn, Tyson Ross. So 4 righties. So there's your matchup. Mike Scioscia's coming out, and we're going to have a pitching change. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. 8-0, the A's lead, bottom of the 5th. leading the Angels 8-0. The Angels have made another pitching change. Kevin Jepson, big right-hander who had a decent year out of the bullpen last year, but struggled early this year and actually was sent down to the minor leagues for a short period of time. He's back in the big leagues. So Jepson to face Pennington with one out, bottom of the fifth. Trevor Bell goes 2 innings. He's at 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No walks, no strikeouts. Pennington fouls it back to even the count at 1-1.
Was it Jepson who threw a wild pitch on an intentional walk?
I think it was him.
Just happened recently.
That may be why he got sent down to the minor leagues. The ball toward Ibar. One hopper.
4 consecutive ground balls. He figured out that he can field.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's got a good arm. He can handle the ground balls. It's a double play combination with Ibar and Astures we talked about in our open.
Coco Chris.
It's a good night for Coco Crisp. 2 for 3. Single, knocked in a run, a double that knocked in a run. So he now has 15 RBIs and the average all the way up to 273. Crisp with 13 stolen bases this year. He's only walked 5 times.
We saw the number of first pitches he hits. He doesn't wait around long enough to get to the point where he can walk.
He's got another hit. He is 3 for 4.
Right back up the middle again. Breaking ball down. Past Jepson. And once again, Coco running the first base. Those gloves are just too tight, so he snaps them. Whatever it takes to stay in the lineup, stay healthy. It's the protection on his left hand. I want to take a chance of sliding head first, as he did last spring training exhibition.
Derek Barton would like to join the hit parade. The A's now with 11 hits, but Barton is 0 for 3. Fastball, 93 miles an hour, right there for a strike. Trumbo right in front of Coco Crisp. It is Jewish Heritage Night at the ballpark tonight. It's a nice event. Unfortunately, the weather was not so great. It's okay right now. They're enjoying the game tonight. Again, Jewish Heritage Night here at the Coliseum. On the ground to second, where Astures has it. So Derek Barton 0 for 4. A's get a hit, do not score, and we're on to the 6th inning. 8-0 Athletics. Off Gio Gonzalez. That was a Howie Kendrick leadoff single last inning, but he was erased on a double play, a line drive double play. First pitch swinging is Jeff Mathis, and he's going to fly out to right field. Gets us to our Farmers Insurance report card. Year of the pitcher, Ray, check it out. Batting average, plate appearance,
Now
strikeout.
Number
The
25,
decades.
Peter
And then
Borges.
257 last year, 250 this year. Guys are striking out more. Not surprising.
Rapid decline, huh?
Yeah. A lot of good young pitchers around Major League Baseball. And the A's are lucky to have a bunch of them. In Seattle last night, Michael Pineda won his fifth game. Pineda, and he's got a 2.45 ERA.
Phoenix tonight, so the Angels are happy knowing they're going to Seattle and they don't have to face either one. 2-game series.
That's right. Peter Borges is struggling. Borges among the lead leaders in strikeouts. The Angels as a team have the most strikeouts in the American League.
Mr. Socha was talking about that exact thing tonight.
Borges 46. Howie Kendrick has 40. Torrey Hunter 36. If you're up over 30 at this point in the year, that's a lot of strikeouts. There's another one. So Borges gets caught looking. This time he struck out twice, and that's 2 outs in the top of the 6th.
That's just a challenge fastball right down the middle, freezing Peter Borges. And maybe towards the inside a little bit, but bottom line, right down the middle. That's a great shot by the Tommy Cam and Marvin Hudson. Maybe Borges thinking of the curveball that Gio likes to throw, but 2-2 count with an 8-run lead. I think everything pretty much now is a challenge for Gio. Instead of trying to fool a guy with a curveball, he's trying to minimize his pitches. Maybe take it all the way. 76th coming up.
Ibar is 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts. His average, very good, 333. And he went. Indeed, that's a strike.
Now the hard curveball, no appeal necessary, as call was made by the home plate umpire. At that point, Ted Barrett's out of the picture.
Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and that's going to be 6 strikeouts for Gio Gonzalez, 2 in this inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up, 8-0 Athletics. 6th inning. It's time for the Coors Light Freeze Can. Coors Light Freeze Can is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. So another wet night here at the Overstock.com Coliseum, but the game is getting played, and that's the most important thing. And an hour and a half rain delay last night. Tonight it was about 45 minutes. Willingham, Matsui, and Suzuki for the Athletics against Kevin Jepson. Willingham tonight, a strikeout in the first, a single and a run scored in the third, and a fly ball to left field in the fourth. So he's 1 for 3. Hits his hand.
He's looking more maybe at his forearm. Let's hope it's not the wrist. There's so many small bones in there. Pepperena's trying to track him down. The ball really running inside, and the bat on the hand. He flipped it away. Oh, it looked like he got the hand.
Designated hitter.
Well,
he's tough.
Seems to be okay.
He is amazingly tough. Remember, Seattle had a couple of balls hit in the back. Got his right hand. It was the left hand that was hit. The right hand was in his back pocket.
So here's Matsui. And the first pitch is there, first strike. Matsui with a double and a run scored in the fourth. He has also hit a fly ball to right field and a ground out to second. Five doubles tonight for the Athletics. Doubles have been right in the middle of all the scoring, as you would imagine. That one's drilled to the gap in left center field. Kendrick on the run, and he makes a nice running catch. So Matsui hit that ball well, but Kendrick tracked it down for out number 1.
Well, you have to think the heavy air, damp weather that keeping some of these balls. Cliff Pennington hit one earlier. Looked like it's going to carry a little bit. This one just stayed up for Howie Kendrick, showing off his speed, tracking it down.
So Suzuki hits with 1 out. And there's a fastball at the knees for a strike. Couple of hits for Kirk tonight. So his average climbing 262. Good night for the A's offense. With 11 hits. Sharp breaking ball is outside.
A lot of times with the 2-game series, you don't like those, and the A's are fortunate that at least this week the 2-game series are here at the Coliseum, so they don't have to show up, unpack, pack again, and take off. So it's the Angels and Twins coming here. I feel like it's basketball.
In and out. Twins just finished off a 2-1 win over the Mariners. So the Twins break a 9-game losing streak. So they'll be a happy group as they fly to the Bay Area tonight. Mathis, so Willingham to second base. Felix Hernandez, who pitched very well tonight. Twins scored a couple runs in the first.
Jeff Mathis got his body in front. Ball hit his catcher's mitt a little bit too hard. So that means Felix wins the Cy Young again this year because he only got 1 run support tonight.
He's 4-4 now with the loss. Mariners are now 17-24. Three and 2 now to Suzuki with Willingham at second base. Just rolled it foul.
Well, even though 3-2 is looking fastball, it's not like he jumped out of his shoe. Just a very quick swing. It's kind of night. A couple of hits, you want to just keep adding on. Don't get away any at bats. Looks like that's exactly what he's thinking about. Just trying to keep the hit parade going for him.
And just missing outside is Jepson, so Suzuki has a walk.
His first fireworks show of the season. So Saturday, May the 28th. Fireworks show presented by Xfinity begins after the A's play the Orioles at the Coliseum. Bring the family and your picnic blankets and enjoy the show from the outfield grass. For tickets, go to OaklandAthletics.com/tickets.
So another scoring chance for the Athletics. They have had a bunch tonight. They went 3 up, 3 down in the very first inning. Since then, they have had base runners all over the place. That one bounced, and it's into right field. The base hit. Here comes Willingham. He's going to come in to score. DeJesus with his second hit. He gets an RBI. It's 9-0.
See, he's smart. He did not want to go towards Ibar. Ibar robbed him his last at bat. Ball in the hole. This time he goes to right field out in front of the pitch. No chance for Izturis to get it. The ball slowed down considerably in the outfield grass, being as wet as it is. So DeJesus, first pitch hitting. A nice solid base hit.
So RBI number 14 for DeJesus, and here's Mark Ellis. Little flare behind first, and that'll drop for a hit. And that's going to get another run home as Suzuki scores. Stay hot, Mark Ellis.
Well, also credit Kurt Suzuki at second base. You can tell the fly of the baseball going to right field. He got a great jump, scored. And as he did last night, going on contact, scoring the winning run. Here's Mark Ellis, a run batted in. Big night for him with 4 driven in. And another opposite field hit. He'll take this one. See, that's when you're going great. Those hits fall.
3 for 4 for Ellis and 4 RBI.
Since Sunday, they've been falling. As he started Sunday with 3 hits.
Guzman off. There's another hit. DeJesus will be held at third, so the bases are loaded. It is a hit parade tonight. $14 hits for the A's. Mike Scioscia has seen enough from Jepson when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and Spog experts. Rich Thompson coming in 10-0 Athletics.
By authority of the Oakland Athletics and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
Now batting, shortstop, number 2, Cliff Pennington.
A's have scored twice here in the 6th inning to extend their lead to 10-0. They may not be done yet. Bases loaded, 1 out for Pennington. Takes a first pitch strike down around the knees on the inside corner from Rich Thompson. 15th game, decent ERA at 2.33. Good strikeout to walk ratio. So Thompson is the 3rd reliever used by Mike Scioscia in this game. Bell went 2 innings. Jepson ends up going 1 inning, and now Rich Thompson. Pennington, off-speed pitch, fouls it off his foot. Season highs tonight already, and it's the 6th inning. See that big overhand curve from Thompson.
One of the things, back-to-back games, because of the rain, the A's have taken batting practice in the batting cage. So they've not been on the field, saving all the baseballs.
I think that's it, huh?
Yeah. Something to be said. Sometimes you hit on the field or just go up in the cage and flips, or you have coaches throwing batting practice. You concentrate on swinging the bat, not so much on how far you're going to hit the ball.
That's true.
Because in the cage, they don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the Athletics.
An excellent curveball. You could see it coming out of his hand. Of course, Wood could. The center field can't, the hitter can't. Ryan Sweeney getting it at bat. Coco Crisp.
Coco will take the rest of the night off. Well deserved. 3 for 4 for Crisp. 2 singles, a double, and 2 RBIs. And with a 10-0 lead, hey, why not get a guy a couple innings off? Nothing wrong with that. Checks his swing, and that is a swing, says Tim.
Maybe we should look at this one again and see what Tim McClellan saw. Yeah. It's amazing it happened so quickly. That shot looked like he didn't do it, but side angle, low third camera showed that that head went through far enough.
That one up the first base line, and the runners stay put.
Unbelievable. That ball hit so hard, it was like a base hit to first base.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah. The shin guard of Jeff Mathis. That's a wild pitch that didn't happen. Hit his right shin guard, went right up the line. Trumbo going over to get it, so did the pitcher, and no movement by the runners.
Oh, boy. 2-1 to Sweeney. Oh, that's a nice block there.
But that's more self-defense, I think, for Jeff Mathis, because those balls are bouncing so far out in front. Not much he can do except just try to get his body in front. First one hit the shin guard. This one bounced in front. Oh, talk about in front of the plate. How about 6 feet in front of the plate? Bounced up into his shin guard, his chest protector.
So 3-1 the count to Sweeney, and there is no place to put him. Strike down around the knees, didn't have to be. Marvin Hudson says let's keep it moving.
And Ryan Sweeney's smile says it all. Again, saw the check swing, and
that's
just a little bit low. Ryan Sweeney said, I did it last night, had to face Walden throwing 98 miles an hour, come in and out, bases loaded. Ball at my shoe tops, called a strike.
That one is too low, and it's a bases loaded walk. DeJesus trots home. And the rout continues, 11-0 Athletics.
Now batting, first baseman, number 10.
So Sweeney gets the RBI.
Derek Barton see it first pitch fastball, let it go.
He needs a hit.
He needs a hit.
He is 0 for 4 with 3 groundouts and a fly ball to left field.
Bennington struck out in this inning, sees the best curve of anybody tonight.
There is that curve. Barton takes it. Jeff Mathis is earning his paycheck tonight.
$12,190 tonight. Rays fans come out, battling the elements, and back-to-back rain delays, and people have come out and enjoyed it.
And about an hour now, it has stayed dry. It rained really heavy for a while as the game was being played. To Derek Barton. No place to put him either. He's batted around here in the 6th and have scored 3 times.
And with 11-0, they can't swing 3-0. That's a no-no.
Strike. Well, you know what, you see 2 Rays, you look out at the defensive players. A lot of standing around. They got their hands inside their shirts trying to keep warm. 2 walks, a hit batter in this inning, 3 hits.
Even the edge runners are standing around.
And that's another walk and another run. 12-0 A's as Ellis comes home. So Barton gets the RBI.
Rick Smith's going to take a tongue depressor to try to get the mud out of his cleats, out of the pitcher's cleats. Maybe that's what's happening. I know last night Brett Anderson said the area behind the pitcher's mound that pitchers use to get the mud out of the cleats, he said that was so full of mud, really couldn't use it. So the tongue depressor, put it in your back pocket.
Well, these are all the runs of Kevin Jepson. So he's sitting in the dugout watching his ERA climb. So Willingham, who led off this inning, being hit by a pitch, and quite frankly, that seems like it was about an hour and a half ago. He got hit in the hand. He got a good rip there, fouls it straight back. Kuzminoff is at third, Sweeney at second, Barton at first. 4 runs are in. That one rolls to the backstop, or not to the backstop, toward the backstop, and Mathis.
That's no fun for a catcher, for a catcher. Just every pitch you think is going to be in the dirt, and you work on it all spring, try to block balls in the dirt, but look at the difference in Kurt Suzuki tonight catching Gio Gonzalez, who Kurt does a great job of blocking balls, but he's not had to have nearly as many opportunities as Jeff Mathis has tonight.
Another foul ball, this one to the right side by Willingham. So 1-2 the count. Andrew Bailey, who pitched in an extended spring training game this morning. 10 o'clock is when the game was supposed to start. Pitched, got on the plane, and got back to the ballpark. Up the middle, base hit center field. 1 run scores. Sweeney digging around third. He will score, and it's 14-0.
Kevin Jepson, your line's complete. Josh Willingham, as you mentioned, started, got hit on the left hand, but able to take a breaking ball with a couple of strikes, take it right back up the middle, hit hard, and it stayed on the curveball. And you know the one thing, and watching is tourists. And granted, you made a good point about how you stand around, but there have been a couple of balls in this inning, a dive, might have knocked the ball down to prevent a run from scoring, but just kind of gone after, kept his feet. They also say the heck with it.
That may be closer to the truth. Matsui grounds out. So a big inning for the A's. They score 6 times and lead 14-0.
double. Started Mark Ellis off the left field wall. That brought in a run. Kevin Kuzman off the right field. Another one. This one, Coco Crisp to left center in the rain. Hideki Matsui with a shift on. He got an easy double to left field. Kurt Suzuki to right field. So a doubles night for your Ford right choice, and the A's will take all the hits, all the runs, and some substitutions.
Well, you see Andy LaRoche right there. So LaRoche in, Ellis out. And Sweeney stays in the game.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen, for the Athletics. Remaining in the game and playing center field, number 15, Ryan Sweeney.
What's that coming down now? You just said stop training?
Pinch hitting for Bobby Abreu. Number 16, Hank Conger.
Well, the rain has returned. We're going to get a pinch hitter for Bobby Abreu. Hank Conger, switch hitter. So Gio Gonzalez, a long rest, but really worth it as his teammates scored 6 times. So Hank Conger, who we saw in the series in Anaheim earlier this year, switch hitter, pretty good young player, and he does not get cheated at the plate. He takes a big rip. Shoots that one to the right side. Barton handles a tough hop, flips to Gio Gonzalez, and that's out number 1. So the Angels have just 1 hit in the game.
Additional
The
change for
A's
the Athletics.
have 15.
Now playing second base and batting in the 7th position, number 21, Andy LaRoche.
So we're going to have another pinch hitter. It's going to be Bobby Wilson. He's going to hit for
Number
his
46,
turn.
Bobby Wilson, pinch hitting for Izturis.
So my series, Turris will have the rest of the evening off. First pitch to Wilson, who was in the lineup last night as the catcher and had a couple of hits, including a double. Good swing there, and he fouled it straight back. So Gio Gonzalez ahead in the count 0-2. Gio has 6 strikeouts. He's walked 1.
83 pitches, so everything is good, and especially, of course, now it's starting to rain harder.
It is.
Nice going, Kai. You said it stopped raining, and
They got you 6 runs, though, in the bottom of the 6th.
meteorologist Lynn Keifer. Rella's out, and it's doing exactly what it did in the early part of the game. Sure, I'm blaming you.
Two to Wilson. And another pinch hitter hitting next. It's like Reggie Willits has come out into the on-deck circle. That's Torrey Hunter's spot. Eric Barton racing into foul territory, and he makes the catch. Good play by Barton, looking up into some fairly heavy rain, and he had to run a long way. So Barton, who's done it before, makes the catch.
You know what's good about that play? He put his head down. He knew he had ways to go, so he ran with a head down and then got to where he thought the ball was coming down. Played the breeze, the water in his eyes, and made the play.
So here's Reggie Willits, switch hitting outfielder. Fastball is high. Well, you're losing 14-0. It's raining. Imagine the Angels are probably all ready to get on that plane and head to Seattle. 3-0 to Reggie Willits. Torrey Hunter, well, he was in there, went 0 for 2. Inside corner first strike.
Yeah, still a very good fastball. That one at 91. Pitch number 91, 92. Pitch number 92. So I'll just go 93 with a heater, and I think it's got to be a heater. Breslow, this might be off for Gio just because of the way this game has gone. He's had to sit quite a while his club is scoring some runs.
Good fastball right in under the hands.
93
and that is a strikeout, number 7 for Gio Gonzalez. As my partner said, it will be 93. 93 it was. The A's lead 14-0.
Now batting, number 8,
Gio Gonzalez.
Kurt Suzuki.
I would say he got run support tonight, but that would be the joke, right? So, but he was terrific, and it looks like he's probably done after 7 innings. Just 1 hit allowed.
How about the irony of tonight? His start following a game in which he gave up 7 runs. It was rained out. So tonight he gives up virtually nothing. 1 hit, and the A's scoring 14. Twice as many.
It's a good omen.
Yeah.
Suzuki, DeJesus, LaRoche in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ibar, the shortstop, has it. And that's out number 1. Here are the changes for the Angels. Willits is now in left. Trumbo moves to right. Wilson,
Right fielder, number 12,
pitch hit. He's at
David
first. And Alexi
DeJesus.
Amarista comes in the game at second. So there you go.
Remember that name of the game that Gio pitched against the Angels, Jared Weaver. Amarista, first major league hit, a double down the left field line, scoring a couple. And that started the offense for the Angels. They defeated Gio and the A's 5-0.
DeJesus bounces one toward Amarista. He's got it. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So Andy LaRoche will get his first at bat.
21, Andy LaRoche.
Mentioned the White Sox beating the Rangers 4-3. A note on Josh Hamilton, who is scheduled to start his rehab assignment on Wednesday. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure the Rangers very much looking forward to getting him back. It'll be a little while yet. The Indians won again 7-3 over the Kansas City Royals. The Indians 26-13. They continue to have the best record in baseball. Carrasco the winner, O'Sullivan the loser. So the Tribe continues to roll. That game was in Kansas City. I said Twins beat the Mariners 2-1. Liriano over Hernandez.
Who's that young man sitting? Barbecue Terrace.
He's ready for a home run.
He's got a glove.
The thing is there's not that many people out there. He's going to have plenty of time to retrieve it.
And if you want respect,
yeah, you got to get down and get dirty. Right. That's right. And you got to put together a good effort. You got to have respect. And you got to have an effort.
Check him out. That's great. Checks out the defense, then he's checking it out. Let's see. Okay, now watch him get down to set position. Watch him. All right. Pitch. Catcher's got the sign. All right. Looking up scoreboard. Make sure I got the count. All right. We're ready to go. All right. Let her go. It's beautiful.
Beautiful's one way to put it. I could think of a couple other words. We're going to go with beautiful. 14-0 after 7.
The Barbecue Terrace. If you're looking for a way to entertain clients or employees, why not check out the A's Barbecue Terrace? You might get a defender out there for you. Barbecue Terrace includes a catered pregame meal, a game ticket to the private lower box seating area. For more information, call 510-638-GO-A's or visit OaklandAthletics.com/group. Make sure you bring your glove. Check out the defense. Hello. Good to see you, Mr. Respect.
So, if your group were to decide I want to have a party on the Barbecue Terrace, does this gentleman kind of come with the party?
I would think you probably could get him to come out very easily.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune Up. Your oil change tune up and smog experts. As Breslow comes in. So Breslow here in the 8th.
Well, what a night for Gio Gonzalez, and looking for win number 5 and 1 hit. Howard Kidd, of course, had not given up the hit. Guess who'd be pitching the 8th inning?
Yeah. This is Amarista. Hitting in Kendrick's spot. Got the Bunnocks out, Ray. I'm going to check on our guy out there.
Right, see how he's doing.
He's got a partner.
Somebody play catch with?
Well, you know what? The A's aren't hitting.
Oh, that's right.
I think that's it.
So he defends for the.
He shuts her down.
For the Angels.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's playing. He's playing left field or the barbecue terrace. The shirt says "Respect the effort." Vaga. That's his last name. That's what it says in the back.
You know, he looks like it. It looks like he'd be a good hockey goalie. Maybe he's a Sharky.
Meet him tomorrow night. So he's just catching his breath out there, and I would imagine when the A's come to bat, he'll get himself ready.
But you'd think he'd be helping the A's.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, this seems a little bit unusual if he's an A's fan, which he's wearing an A's cap.
Plan A's.
But you know, it's kind of reminds me of the late Thurman Munson. He has a batting glove on his throwing hand. Thurman's the only catcher I ever saw who would put a batting glove on his catching hand but have one on his bare hand. And I said, Thurman, why are you doing this? He said, my hands are cold. I said, aren't you concerned about throwing? He said, no.
It's really simple.
My hands are cold. Thurman was a beauty. He was great.
Amarista fly ball to
Now
center
batting,
field.
number 6, Alberto Callaspo.
Speaking of the Yankees, they beat the Rays tonight 6-2. So the Yankees break that 6-game losing streak, and they pick up a game on the Rays. They're now 2 back of Tampa Bay in the East. Nova the winner, Shields the loser. Rivera the save.
Well, the team that's coming on, Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Blue Jays are over 500.
So they're now 2.5 back, Toronto. Alex Rodriguez hit 2 home runs tonight. Career number 620 and 621. And those Blue Jays that you mentioned, they were rained out in Detroit. Game will be made up on June 27th. Max Scherzer was scheduled to pitch. No, Scherzer pitched last night. He got a no decision. Baltimore and Boston rained out at Fenway. Pennington to his left makes the play. Throws out Callaspo for out number 2. There's the terrific line by Gio Gonzalez. 93 pitches, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. So he
Now batting,
certainly in
number
line
44,
for win number
Mark
5.
Trumbo.
You should put next to the 93 pitches, the last pitch, number 93, was thrown at 93 miles per hour.
Yep, that's right.
I mean, that was a great effort by Gio tonight. So Hialeah, Florida, you can go to bed knowing that your man Gio pitched a great game. Max, Gio will next pitch on Sunday. He's proudly putting on his batting helmet, had his bat. Guys have been taking batting practice. The pitchers who will be pitching in San Francisco this weekend. Mike Scioscia's Angels they host the Braves. So their pitchers don't have to hit for another month or so because the second round of intermittent play.
So if Gio pitching today, that would give him Sunday, right?
Jonathan Sanchez is going to be pitching Sunday.
Kuzmanov, tough hop. He handles it, throws in time to get Trumbo. Nice play by Kevin Kuzmanov. Bottom of the 8th, coming up 14-0 the A's. Here's our game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Well, plenty to choose from tonight. How about the second inning? He scored 3 times, all with 2 outs. So 3 in the second, 4 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 6 in the sixth, and that is the scoring for the Athletics. What a night for the A's hitters. Obviously a season high in runs, season high in hits, and the Angels, on the other hand, they have just 1 hit. So bottom of the 8th inning. The Angels have gone to the bullpen again. And they brought in the lefty, Yasunori Takahashi. So Takahashi, the left-hander, takes over. He'll face Kuzmanov, leading it off, and then Pennington, and then Sweeney. But it's time for change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. There's Yasunori Takahashi, 18th appearance in the ERA. Pretty high, 5.74. Takahashi signed a 2-year, $8 million free agent contract with the Angels. Spent last year with the Mets after 10 years playing in Japan. So he's 36 years old. Last year with the Mets, 10-6 with a 3.61 ERA. He made 12 starts, 41 appearances out of the bullpen, so he was busy for the Mets. Kuzmanov skies one to shallow center, and that's Peter Borges. He's got it. So Kuzmanov is retired. A couple of hits tonight for Kuzmanov. He's 2 for 5. Cliff Pennington is looking for his first hit. He did walk back in the second inning. He's 0 for 3.
Number 2, Cliff.
Looks like we're going to have a major league debut in the top of the 9th inning. Justin Magnuson throwing.
He'd rather be pitching off the mound instead of catching Ryan Fuentes, which he was doing on Sunday.
Most runs versus the Angels, 18 back in 1996. $14 tonight.
He scored 14 the last 3 games.
Total.
Ibar
on the run. Nice play by the shortstop. 6-3 on the putout, and that'll bring up Ryan Sweeney.
Now batting, center fielder, number 15, Ryan Sweeney.
Man's been busy tonight. Ibar watched the ball into the glove and on the move, off balance throw, wrong foot throw, but still enough on it. Get Cliff Pennington.
Sweeney's second at bat. His first one came with the bases loaded in the 6th inning, and he walked. Picked up an RBI. He's quickly behind in the count, 0-2 to Takahashi.
listen to the sound of the music.
Yeah, listen to the drums. Reach for it. Pop up on the infield. It's Cayaspo. He's got it inside. Retired. So the A's do nothing in the 8th. Tristan Magnuson is about to make his Major League debut. $14-0. The A's lead the Angels. And that is Tristan Magnuson, who is making his Major League debut.
Leading off the top of the 9th inning for Los Angeles.
The numbers from AAA Sacramento for Magnuson.
Mathis.
6'7", 210 pounds. He's 25 years old. Born in Vancouver. Lives in Louisville, Kentucky. It's time for change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. So Magnuson will face Jeff Mathis, and the first pitch he throws as a major leaguer is lined to left for a base hit.
That's not fair because he knew he was going to be hit throwing a fastball. He had 14-0 lead, 15 hits, and Jeff Mathis, who cared less about taking a strike. But let's hope Tristan Magnuson's parents are watching, because they were watching him when he was in the bullpen in Arlington, Texas when he arrived.
He's got him for Rajay Davis. Not only did he play baseball at the University of Louisville, he also played basketball.
He's a nice young man, there's no doubt, and anybody can put a catcher's mitt on his hand and warm up a pitcher in the bullpen, taking one for the team. Talked about developing a pretty good sinker. What a double play.
Double clutches, and they get the out at second base. So it's a fielder's choice off the bat of Peter Borges.
It's going to be tough to double up Borges anyway, but this is where a pitcher should know, and he does know who's covering second, and nobody was there, so that's the double clutch. Cliff Pennington would tell him, I'm sure after the game, you throw it to the bag, I'll be there. I told you I'm the one covering, and it's something a pitcher will do, but it's also tough to throw to a base when there's nobody there, thinking the ball is going to go into center field. But as I mentioned, he talked about the two-seam fastball at AAA Sacramento at 3 saves, and a ground ball from Borges. So fastball there, 95 miles per hour. So two-seamer for ground balls and a 95-mile-an-hour fastball high strike. Swing and a miss.
Magnuson pitching very well for the River Cats. We're just not being held on, obviously. And the pitch is outside. 2-1 to the leadoff man, Eric Ibar. One hopper knocked down by Pennington. The out at second, throw to first, and the ball in the dirt. Barton knocks it down.
Time now for the Fremont Bank plays of the game. Gio Gonzalez, what a night he had. He retired. Well, they only gave up one hit. And he walked a batter. That was the third batter. It was Torres in the fourth inning, but he had the fastball working, a very good curveball. And he was throwing very, very hard. There's a freeze on Borges with a good fastball. And very impressive his last three pitches. 3-0-91. Pitch number 91. Pitch number 92 was at 92. 93 was at 93. So he finished very strongly. Fastball getting better and better. So a great outing for the A's lefty tonight. Looking for the fifth win. Picking it up on May 17th.
Just a bit high. So the A's 1 out away from getting 2 games over 500 for the second time this year. We've talked about it a lot. It would be nice to separate from 500 a little bit. This time of year, we're not talking about 12 or 15 games. We're talking about 5 or 6. Just stretch it out a little bit. Nobody in this AL West in the first 6 weeks has really solidified themselves a whole lot. Everybody right around the 500 mark. If the A's win this one, which they will be tied for first place in the AL West in the early going. 1-2 to Hank Conger.
Just a match that should be very proud of himself, showing a lot of poise tonight, no doubt. It's a big lead, but still, when it's your major league debut, you want to do well. Keep the shutout intact for the club.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. First major league strikeout, and it ends the game. So the A's get their third shutout of the season, 14-0. So quite a performance by the Athletics, both offensively and pitching. So the A's sweep the 2-game series, and they are now 22-20, and they'll get set for the Minnesota Twins tomorrow night. Don't go away. A's post-game live with Henry Wolford and Shooty Babbitt starts right now.